We all here. I'll be right there. Hey. Hello there. Oh. Oh, I need my remote. Got a new remote. Watch this. Nope, maybe not. I think I lost the batteries. Wrong button. Light with a remote. Okay. That's better. We got lights. We got a new mount. You have a new home. And we got a new mount. Oh, look at that. I'll show more in a few minutes. I gotta get it on. Hey, Denise. What's up? Watch this. Push a button. Oh. Trying out your new digs. Hold on. Alright. I ain't going anywhere. I got a little camera mount. I went to Ollie's. We got some upgrades for the van. Thank you. Oh, what a pleasure. Okay, let's try this out. Oh, how's everybody doing? You too. Sort of. Oh, God. Okay. We're still working. Now I'm learning how to use stuff. Hey, Ms. Mary G. Okay. I'm messing with the new camera mount. Okay. I'll show you the box when everybody gets here. We got some upgrades. Let me move my fan. I'm sweating. Oh, Lord. It's hot. So, let's see. Hope everybody's doing... Oh, I took my glasses off. I'm blind. Wait. There you are. Okay. I forgot to put the iPad on. I'm working there. We got some little decorations. Started out with that. A little Christmas. My Christmas cross wasn't quite bright enough. I found these guys in Ollie's. And I got this guy. Look how pretty. Isn't that cute? Could you see the manger okay? I think you could see it better. Let me see. I can't see what I'm doing. Okay, yeah. We're just waiting on baby Jesus. Hey, Dee Dee, how you doing? I'm still setting up. I've been setting up for an hour and a half. Everything goes wrong on live night, always. How's everybody been? How was everybody's Thanksgiving? I know I'm a little behind. Let me turn my fan down. I can't hear myself think. Okay. Wrong way. Oh. And has anybody noticed I'm on the wrong side of the car yet? The lights look okay? There's more. I got 3. There's the third one. It's these. Wait. Remote. Off. Little guys. They tilt. They move. I had to destroy the package to get them out. I don't know why they do that. You can touch them from here. And they're colored too. Ooh. Blue. blinding white. So now we can light up the van. I don't know if that's such a good thing. But now I can light up the floors. I put one under my bed. Keep the little sneaky bugs away. And we've been doing pretty good with that. And oh wait, I'm gonna show you some stuffs. The pre-show. Working on getting new containers. So what I did was, I'm gonna turn the camera and show you what I got. See what you think. We got these containers. They're in Home Depot, $10. They're black with yellow lids. These holes here, they have holes on the container so you can put padlocks through them all the way around, or one on each side. And they're kind of short, like a rectangle, so they're gonna go on top of the van that way across. So I was gonna get one of those car carrier dumb things, but they don't hold a lot. It's kind of $600 just to be able to put nothing in it that's any taller than that. It was kind of stupid. I'm having trouble with the thing. Okay. Let's see. So I switched sides of the van. I keep putting you back, but it's hard. New curtains. You can see those. Let me spin it around. And we got lights. New curtains. New curtains. Oh, baby Yoda. There we go. So I switched sides of the van. Now I'm behind the driver's seat. And this is the lounge chair I was showing you guys. I have the head back there and here. And the whole thing tilts up in the air. Very nice. We lucked out when I found that. That was a good find. Very good find, and it's nice and comfy. And I'm up off the floor. Oh, it's huge. I'm not even, that's it. There's still another 4 feet from my hand back there. Wait, let me put this and go to the back. I forgot how big this van was until I took everything out. Watch this. This actually has 2 more feet than the regular Caravan does. This is the Grand Caravan SXT, which gives you an extra like about 12 inches in the back. Because it includes that big bathtub. Can you still hear me? I'm not even to the back yet. I still have another 4 feet to go to the window. So, I put all the stuff up on the roof. I figure if I put clothes up there and keep all the important things in here, clothes are replaceable anywhere. So I don't have to worry about that. And now that everything will be waterproof, this is a good thing. I'm tired. It's been a long day. So this is what you guys are sitting on. The mount is enormous, but it sits in the cup holder. See? Ooh. It's nice. How much is it? $10. My Stickum one that I got at the $5 store is good, but I didn't know where I wanted to permanently mount it. And this one can go anywhere. I can even sit that in a coffee mug and put the phone anywhere I want now without it falling over. Looks good. So we got a new seat cover. This one's falling apart. I actually think I need a new front seat soon. I was driving the other day. I realized I was sideways like this. Part of my seat collapsed by the door. One of the springs broke. So I figure if worse comes to worse, I can either try and prop it up or just go to a junkyard and get another one. I should have swapped it out for the passenger seat, but I didn't know it was in such bad a shape, or I wouldn't have thrown that one away. Um, let's see, what else? Everybody have a... Hey, Rare Breeds, what's up? How you been? It's hot over here, lady. Oof. Oh, it was hot today. It's hot now. I'm sweating to death. It's humid. Is it humid down by you? I'm up. Still between Tampa and Pensacola. So I don't know if it's cooler down by you. Oh, God. It's awful. I'm getting like 2 days of July back again. Ugh. Um, and then we got a new toilet. And I got a padded seat cover for that today. Ollie's is an excellent store if you've never been there. You can even order online. $7. Look at this. $7 for a padded. I'm in luxury. I got a padded toilet seat. I'm probably the only van lifer with a padded toilet seat. Oh, 95%? No wonder I'm dying. Oh, man. Ugh. Couldn't breathe today. Even the mosquitoes weren't out. Everybody was hiding from the heat. Oh, it's a cool place, and you can't help but like walk up and down every aisle. I'm so tired. It's a big store. The one by me is really small. This one is like the size of Walmart. It's insane. I didn't know they had so much stuff. Everything you need that you can't find. Half price from Walmart, though. I went into Home Depot to look at his toilet seats, and they had one, I think it was $24. It was very heavy. This one's nice and light, and it fits. It fits perfect. Look it. Ah, no, don't fall out. I hit the button. I almost popped you out. So I got a padded toilet seat for my Home Depot toilet. And I found something kind of funny. I'm telling you, Ollie's got everything. And I see all these, I'm hiding it for a minute because it's really funny. I see all the van life ladies have all these crazy funnels that they use. I thought of attaching a hose to it so you could use the funnel, stick it out the door, and just kind of right out the door like the water does. Oh yeah, I got my sink back. It's right here. I got to show you that too. So you just kind of pee right out the door like a man, right? You can't miss with this one. Is this not great or what? I'm putting this up on a short. I gotta think of something funny to do with it or figure out a way not to get in trouble for putting it up. I'll figure it out. But I don't think any of the van life ladies will miss with this funnel. Look at the size. I don't know if you can get it between your legs though. Might have to sit on it. A funnel, you can sit on it. Didn't even think of that. Oh, I'll figure it out. So that was $2.99. I don't think I'm gonna miss with that one. I just gotta get a hose I can put on the end. It does. I never thought of that either. A traffic cone upside down. You could pee in it. Right? I don't know who makes this. No one. Has no name. But this is a good thing. Even for doing stuff, for emptying out the water. You know what I mean? I said even if I'm not using it for a toilet. But I just thought it was funny. Right? I could make like a little infomercial. Oh, I have to come up with something. Right? Yes, Dee Dee, that's funny. Oh my God, it's so hot. Getting ready for Christmas. Yeah, I got my Grinch green on. That's when you got a gallon. Those little funnels. This van has seen more pee than I can tell you about. The funny thing is that a couple of weeks ago, I don't know if anybody watches Chrome's video, he's got one listed, the worst thing ever happened at 5 a.m. Every van lifer's nightmare. Isn't that cute? I forgot where I got that. I have to think. Home Goods? One of those stores. I forgot what Home Goods. Home Goods, when I got the chair. I was checking out, waiting online, and the Grinch was there. These things are great. They're the real heavy ones, but it was only, I think, 10. Oh, hey, Teresa. I know all the parades are starting. I want to try and I'm going to go to the boat parades for you guys. They're going to be starting soon. I got to go online tomorrow and see where they start, because each town does their own. So for like the next 15 days until like the night before Christmas, there'll be boat parades all over Florida. So I could just go from town to town every night and show you all the different boats, but a lot of them are the same. But I'm thinking of just doing that. Every night at like 9 o'clock, there's a new parade for each town. So I could just follow the boat parade up and down. I love the Grinch. Does everybody have a good Thanksgiving? And good turkeys? It's been so nice over here. There's no rain. It's been pouring rain in Melbourne all day today. It was nice here. Let's see. I went to the beach. The one day was touring all the rich and the famous houses. And I went down and walked on their beach. Oh. Yeah, they had one in Tractor Supply. It had a silicone. This part was silicone tubing, and it folded up with the little ridges. Had this on the end, okay, but in silicone, and it expanded to like 2 feet long. And I thought, oh, that was funny. I went back, they didn't have any, and I looked, and they wanted $12. It was like this big. I thought about it just for the expandable hose. I'm trying to read. I forgot the phone. Aisle 1. All right, I'll check it out. Oh, please send me pictures of the Christmas tractors. I love when they do that. I miss that because I'm from upstate. I lived up by Syracuse University. If you've never been anywhere where it snows near a college and there's farms, you gotta do it. You gotta go there at Christmas. There's some crazy stuff up there. Oh, good. That's why I like about being down here. They do the Christmas up big, and it lasts all month. Oh no. Uh-oh, I dropped something. So there's always something to do the whole month of December. All the little churches I pass by, they having Trinity sales and stuff. So it's nice. A couple of places, they had a big taco stand lit up with 1,000,000 Christmas lights, and they had like a little Christmas lighted in section in front of, like, on the church property. So they're having all their Christmas parties and stuff. Pecan pie sales. That would be nice. I gotta get one of those. So, oh yeah, I showed you some. This is the pre-show. So we put the dresser here. this side. So a lot better. My treasure chest, the big hole, and I got this here, is taking up a little of the room, but I don't need that much to get in and out. And this way I have a little nightstand right next to my bed, or those little plastic drawers. I don't know if you can see that. And then I can cook while I'm sitting right here. So I have my camping stove, the camping stove on top of the drawers. And then the refrigerator will be where the Home Depot bucket is, up here. But I'm losing my voice. That's going to be metal racks that I showed you the other day. I just put those there to like get them up on the roof. I just came back about 7. Okay, thank you. Thank you, Red Breeds. Gonna check that out. Oh, you have to make a little tiny snowman and put him in the fridge, in the freezer. We used to save the first snowballs of the year in the back of the freezer in a Ziploc. Take them out in July, have a snowball fight when we were upstate. We'd have all kinds of like snowballs in the back waiting to have a July, like Christmas in July. My family kind of celebrates that. So we would have snowball fights upstate when we were on the on-base housing. My mother would pack full of snowballs, and we'd have a Christmas in July snowball fight. It didn't last very long, but it was fun. We were little. We had fun. Let's see, what else is going on? I got to cut my time here short a little bit. I forgot about my mail. It's the end of the year, and they won't let me do a change of address on the internet. So I have to go back. I also was having a little trouble with my sugar. For some reason, it's dropping. It went down to 14 the other day, and I think that's why I was feeling really bad for a while. I wasn't checking my sugar. I wasn't even thinking about that. And when I checked it there, I was sweating. I was soaked. So sweating in the car all summer, I was thinking was the heat. It was a combination of both. And I wasn't checking. I was stupid. That's why I felt very sick some days. Now I gotta check it like 5 times a day again, like I was. I get it up, and it just drops like 10 points every 45 minutes. I have to take 3 tablespoons of raw sugar and put it in the water, mix it up, and quick drink that, and I get up to 180. And then it takes a couple of hours to drop down, then I gotta get it back up. It looks like I'm not producing insulin, no matter what I eat. I thought it was the food doing it, but I tried all kinds of different things every day, and every day is the same. It doesn't matter what I eat. I'm hoping I can keep it up for a while with the raw sugar, because I'm not looking forward to using insulin. I didn't know I could flip like that. I thought it would, if anything, it would go too high. But there actually is some kind of insulin for low blood sugar. I never knew they had that. I don't know. I don't know any hypoglycemics who have used it. So I have to find out what's going on. My doctor's primary care is a diabetes specialist. That's why I went to him. So we're going to have a chat. I have to call him on Monday and try to make a quickie appointment and see what's happening. But I ate in the middle. I woke up at 2 in the morning, had a little turkey and some cheese, which should have straightened me out. And when I woke up at about 6:37, my sugar was at 90. When I went to bed at 2:30, and when I woke up at 7 in the morning, it was 14 and falling. So that's not good. Anything under 50 is bad and can damage your organs. Besides passing the hell out. So gonna check that out. But the sugar's been working okay, and I felt great. I have energy. I just can't get the body. It's like the mind is fine, but the body's not following. My back's feeling a little bit better. I was doing a lot more walking over here than I was doing at home. You know, I don't really walk around the park, so I think what I'm gonna do is I have to do the hour nightly, every single night in Walmart walk. Up and down every single aisle, stop at the bathroom in the back halfway, and then I go through the food section and get what I want, and then I go out to the car. So I'm gonna have to do that every single day. I'm still in pain. It's burning. I put them off. They gave me the pills for the pain, and they are oof, concentrated, time released. I don't know what. I've taken hydrocodone since high school. Okay, I've fallen down the stairs, you know, dislocated knees, all kinds of stuff my whole life. That stuff, because my liver is not metabolizing, it can't time release. You need to metabolize your medication. My liver is not doing it anymore. So when it sent out the hydrocodone that's supposed to last 5 hours, it shoved it all out at once. Woo! Yeah, I can only take those at night. All of a sudden, it hit me like a ton of bricks. And I was in the park and it was 4:30. I said, oh shit, I gotta get out of here because now the sun goes down at 5:30. I forgot. So I had to drive back nice and slow to the parking space and I just collapsed. I passed out. They want me taking this every 4 hours, round the clock. I was like, damn, sorry, but they don't know where I'm living. Only my primary care does. So as far as she's concerned, I'm home all day. I was like, I can't be whacked out of my mind. What if the cops knock on the door and say, get the hell out of here? Oh. Oh, you know what? Yeah. If you can send me that in the email, the information, or I can just Google flywheelers, right, and get the address. I'd like to see that before I go. I'll check that out. They probably got some good stuff for Christmas. Let's see, what else? Oh, what else? Oh, I got some beautiful thrift stores. Beautiful thrift stores. Rare Breeds gave me a list of places to go. Oh my God. It's very nice. We got some stuff for Christmas to decorate the van. I got a thing today. Oh, wait, where is it? Get out of the bag. Oh, it's probably a giant tablecloth. But I wanted to put it on the bed to cover it up for Christmas. Let's see. There you can see this. And then there's dark ones. And a Christmas blanket. That's pretty. It's huge, so I figured I would just lay it over, make it look like Christmas in here. That was $5. It was supposed to be. When I got there, I had a bag full of stuff. The lady's very nice. Florida flywheels. Okay. Yeah, I don't know if I could do the whole 240 acres. I should have got the walker with the seat on it. But I'll check it out. Isn't that cute? I think it's a fancy tablecloth. It's cotton. Like a sheet, but thicker. You know what I mean? The old-fashioned, holiday tablecloths. But it's enormous. I figured it looked nice on the bed. Oh, let's see. What else did we get? Oh. These were $3. Christmas pants. But look at this. $3. Brand new. Tommy Hilfiger. I got some Christmas. I used to have it. The reason why I got these, you're going to laugh. Well, the other ladies will remember this. This was the first pair of pants I was trying to remember. Seven or eight. When I got my first pair of pants. Remember we weren't allowed to wear pants, ladies? And we had to wear dresses. I remember that. Freezing in April. This was the first pair of pants my grandma gave me. It was for Christmas. I wore the hell out of those. They were a really thick flannel. I had them forever. Richie used to laugh at me. He said, when you came to school in those pants, they look so cute on you. It looked like you were running around in your pajamas all the time. We used to goof on you, but you look cute in them. So I got these. It reminded me of my grandma, my first pair of pants. That was so funny. I actually have a picture of myself. Not sure if I still have it. But there's me positioning. This was like a funny stuff that I found. I found these. Then after I went through my mother's favorite John Wayne movie. Chisholm. It's never on TV. They don't put it on for free. You always have to pay to rent it. So I found my mom's favorite movie for $1. So I was gonna watch that on Christmas. And this was neat. They have a bin in the back. Wait. And they had a bin in the back with all kinds of mixed, like nail polishes, all kinds of crazy stuff in there. They had wigs and stuff. I thought about it. Okay. Watch this. It's a hair dryer. A little travel dryer. I have to unplug the fan in a few minutes and see if it works. It was like $2. I hope it does. I love this. It'd be perfect for the gym. I couldn't believe I found that. I found a goofy one in Walgreens. It's that little, I don't know if I put up a short on it. I'll have to find it. It might be in the storage. It's a little tiny hair dryer, like this big, okay, without the big handle. And it has a USB cord on it. They're $5. I thought just to do my bangs a little bit, you know, the front of my hair. You don't have to do the whole thing. Let's see, it gonna look so pretty. I got a new curtain. I know it's not going in the back door ever again, but my mosquito net, this stuff works better than the net. This is a pretty one, looks nice. So I got my new mosquito net. I think that was $4. When I got to the register, that lovely lady who runs the place, she's a wonderful woman. She tells me to give her $15. I'm not done yet. Now just to show you, with the tag still on, this was $2.99. This is from Walmart. So I could wear this with my plaid pants for the Christmas special. But she only charged like $3. This was like more than that. So I gave her, she said $15. And I looked at her like, and she said $15 like that. I handed her a 20. I said, I'm rounding up. Merry Christmas. And I gave her 20. I couldn't give her 15. Not for the beautiful doily. That was $1. Oh no, this is the shirt. It's a t-shirt. It's cute. So that was my Christmas too. I think they're part of a church. I'm not sure. I can't remember. That was the oh, I can't remember. It was the blue store you told me about. I went there. Um, that was on the list of the thrift stores and places I got from Rare Breeds to look for stuff for the van. Uh, I found a lovely little tray that I could eat. This was $3. I went back to this place twice. The wooden tray. Get this out of the way. This guy. Yep. Here. So I have a place to eat on the bed, or I can put it over here. I can move that anywhere, and it fits my camping stove perfect. So I can put it on there. It won't slide around and fall over. It's got the little, the handles on it. These are hard to find, these little bed trays. So this place has been a miracle. It's like everything I needed, I actually found in that store. Between Ollie's and that little blue store you told me to go to, everything I was like missing to make things easier, and just so I have a place to eat. Now I have a little table, right here. I can just put my camping stove over there and have a whole place to eat right here and cook right next to the refrigerator. It's going to be nice. Oh. So what else is new? Trying to think of anything else. Besides anything else, right? Like this isn't enough. Is that it? Oh no, there's the doily. I'll show you. I moved the sink. I think it's staying here. It's kind of a good spot. I'm running out of places to put it without blocking up the rest of the floors, I'm trying to keep it as open as possible. That's why everything is going on the roof. I know. Isn't it nice? A brand new van. I want to cry. I can't talk about it. Give me a minute. So, I'm choked up. Christmas is coming. I'm getting weepy. So, here's the sink right behind the driver's seat. So I can sit right here on the bed and wash my face in my sink. It's been sitting back there for a year, trapped in the back. So now we're starting from scratch. We got new lights. We'll put that there. I'm so happy. Oh, was that it? That's it. That was it. I got a mount. Everything I needed. I didn't get crazy. I bought necessities, upgrades for the vehicle, for van life. These were $1. Look at that. This is gonna go, I'm gonna put it there right now. Wait, you'll see. You don't mind, do you? So I can cover the sink. The minute I saw it, I saw this in my mind. Look how cute. Let me get the light. What is it? Right? It covers up the sink. Okay, just right here. And then I can sit right here. I can sit on my bed. I can wash my face. I can brush my teeth. And the door is right here. This is my door. So all I gotta do is open this door, pop my hose out. There goes my gray water. I don't have to worry about a second tank. And I got my water jug under the bed. There's like this much room under the bed, the lounge chair. So it's about 2 feet wide and over a foot high. This one's pretty tall. So I got about maybe 15 inches of height under it. So everything is going under the bed, like makeup, things. I got right under here. In little, can I get them out? I got the shoebox storage things. They were $1 a piece. So I got 6 little guys and 4 of the bigger size shoe boxes with the clamps on the edges. So I put all my loose little cords and stuff right under the bed. I just reach under and pull out a shoebox. But not right now. I went in. I have a brand new place. The panel right here, my solar panel. So I got it right at the door next to the sink. Throw it up on top of those black boxes, the containers, so I can just throw it up. I'm not going to leave it up there. And there's a possibility, I'm going to check this out in a couple of days, I'm getting help with this, to hook up my old solar panels with the new solar panel, okay? I have 2 100-watt solar panels that were being cranky. Now I got the new one that works better. I met a man who does electric, and he says that I can hook all 3 of them up together, that he can cut the wire, put a new plug on, and we could hook all 3 of them up together, so I already have 300 watts. I didn't know you could do that. I know you could do it with the other ones, but I didn't know you could interchange stuff, like, you know what I mean? I don't know about that. So, there we go. Here, look at this. Look how cute. We're decorating for the live, on the live. My roses. Oh, they're cute. That looks nice. I like that. So now it looks like a table instead of a sink. Hey, tea lover, how you doing? Doesn't that look cute? Looks like a little table. You can't even tell it's a sink. I'm so happy. Oh, thank you, Rare Breeds. Really, I would never have found any of the stuff without you. I wouldn't. This is making everything so much easier. Thank you. I found everything I needed in those stores you told me to go to. You're making me cry. Okay, stop. I lost my vape. Uh-oh. Oh. So what else is happening? I've been catching up on stuff. Did anybody get hit by that bank stuff that went on? It's excellent. I love it. I love it. It's sturdy. It's a bed. It's a bed. This was a Nautica, and it was half price, and it was the only one they had left. So I got a good deal. They were having like a clearance sale at the Home Goods. It was outside. Now I went in, didn't see anything, came back out, and what is that? I didn't notice. I saw a bunch of ladies looking at all this stuff, and one of them moved, and she had a cart, and all of a sudden I saw that you didn't see what it looked like. I'll show you. I should have. I don't know. Oh, I don't think anything was on it. I put up a short showing a tour, but there's my light under the bed. It's pretty. It's white. Oh no! You fell. Where are you? Okay, you can't hold it upside down because I'm a dummy. Okay. And I think I pushed that button again. Oh, you did. Okay. All right. Yeah, you can't hold it upside down. Okay. Don't do that. But yeah, it's nice. Very nice. And it's not too high. It's like the perfect height. It's the perfect height. My feet still don't touch the floor, so I'm kind of, hanging. And it doesn't move. It doesn't move. There's a platform in the back. I've been getting help. I had to come to the East Coast to get help, right? Everything's been working out so nice. I've gotten good advice and nice places, Rare Breeds. Her and her husband been such a help, telling me where to go, people to talk to, introducing me to some people, and I've been getting help all over the place. Ah. I've been waiting a year to sort this stupid van out. Really, you know your stuff. This lady knows her thrift stores. Ali, she gave me the address. Oh, it's just I've been going every place that she told me to go, finding everything I need and the help I need. Thank you, both of you, you and your husband. Thank you. I couldn't have did this, get any of this done if it weren't for them. I swear to God, I was getting nowhere over there. I'm gonna cry again. Sorry, but yeah, yeah. I've been tired. I've been living wedged in here with that crap since March, since I left the house. I couldn't empty it out under the bridge with her, and then she got hurt, and then we had the incident, and we had to get out of there, and that was it. I ran out of places, and then the campground in the town gave me crap. You can't do that in the park there. So I didn't want to drive an hour. Ugh. But I'm going to check, I've been checking out some of the state parks. That's what I'm going to do for the next couple of days. Look around, go see the doctor, do what I got to do, film all the boat parades, and check out that stuff. And I'm coming west. Because they got nice parks over here. Even their day parks are nice. I went to that other little one. I'm going to go there on the way. I have to come back south to go that way to go home. So I'm going to check out this one park that's really cute. It's right on the water. It's just a sandy little beach. It's a little beach park. And you roll up and you park right at the edge of the sand. Oh, it's nice. I checked it out before I left to see if it was worth checking out on the way back. Very nice. Very nice. Uh, but everybody's booked. Everybody's booked. And a tip on the state parks, even if you look at the website and they say they're full, if it's possible to go there, if one's near you and you plan on a trip, drive over, because the one down in Jensen Beach, I went there just to look, to hang out for the day, and they had 20 open spaces. They book it full on the website to keep that particular one keeps at least 20 open spaces for Florida residents who want to come and hang out. So at least we get into the parks because everybody's coming here. You know, they're living out of the state parks now. So the whole country's coming to live in our state parks. We couldn't get in. So some of them are being nice enough to put up full signs when they get down to the last 15 to 20 spaces. So you got to go to the places. So I'll see what's happening, but everybody's packed. They're reserved all the way to January 15th. My campground, the crap hole I was staying at, they're booked until the 20th of January. People are staying about 2 weeks after New Year's Eve. So it's going to be a while before we get back in there again. But the beautiful parks over here just to hang out for the day. And they got plenty of Walmarts and stuff. So, and a lot of Wawas still on there. I wasn't sure if there were Wawas on both sides. Because in Jersey, we have limited Wawas. You have them in northern Jersey for a while and not in south, not down the shore. And then they slowly started making their way down Jersey. So as long as Wawa's universal, you can spend up to 6 hours there sleeping. You can get a hamburger, get some food, and take a nap. That'd be nice. So that's the plan. The grand plan got interrupted. Oh, hey, Dawn, I just saw you. I'm sorry. How you doing? Thank you. How was your Thanksgiving? I had smoked turkey and Gouda on toast. Yes, I got in Walmart they had a make-believe down, I don't know what they put in it, down feather bed topper in Walmart. So I got the king size. I folded it into three. Instead of half, it was too big. If you fold it into three, it almost makes like a single size. It fits the same size as this. So I'm sitting on three make-believe down stuff. I gotta fluff it up a little bit. Oh, it was good. It was good because they got Trader Joe's over here. I don't have them over there. It's like an hour and a half ride for Trader Joe's on that side, on the East Coast. We do not have them. It would be nice. So I always liked them. We had one by my house in Jersey. My mother loved that store. I used to take her all the time. We made it we cut out one shopping day at, I don't know if anybody knows Pathmark is like Publix. Uh, so we cut out one day at Pathmark and they begged us. I said, tell me what you want. And she goes, I want to go, like 100 of them. I want to go to Trader Joe's. I said, call the town hall, all on the same day. We got Trader Joe's. He got tired of hearing the phone ring. That's why the mayor hates me. He's no longer returning my phone calls. So I miss it. 7 years I've been without Trader Joe's over there. I'm not driving 2 hours. It's not worth the gas at $5 a gallon before. So I'm gonna stock up on stuff. But what a ride coming out here. Oh my God. I left over there. I figured I'd do the middle of the night journey. You know, I like driving at night, no one on the road. Uh-huh. I left at 2 a.m. I forgot about one thing. The fog. I forgot I was passing through the farmlands to get here, to come west. Ah, oh, I haven't been. His family lives out here, Richard's. And a lot of times we get up at like 4 in the morning and come. But as the sun's coming up, that fog's already gone. But we were coming in the summer, not in the fall. It's like come the week before Thanksgiving, you get fog like 20 feet high. You can't see in front of your face. I mean, like this, you can't even see your hand when you walked out my trailer park. The fog was so thick. So I got about an hour in, a little more than an hour in. All of a sudden, I see brake lights. Everybody's coming to a complete stop. There were maybe like 15, a pack of little 15 cars spread out, you know. There's no one on the road. I got about halfway. I was now under Orlando when the fog hit. The next hour took 2 hours. It took, instead of 3 hours and 20 minutes, I left at 2. I should have been here by 4:30, say, with no one on the road. I didn't get here until 8 o'clock in the morning. We were doing 10 miles an hour with all the trucks through the fog. Oh my God, what a hair-raising nightmare of a ride. Because you're like this and I could only see a foot in front of the headlights. And the red lights in front of me, we were trying to space. Everybody started hitting the brakes to give each other more room in case something ran out, because you're driving through the swamps over there. There's all kinds of animals. It's forest. It's driving through the wetlands in a forest for at least an hour and 15 minutes. There's nothing. You're in the middle of nowhere. I mean, nothing but trees and 2 lanes. That's it. I took 192 across. That's easier. I like that one because it's lights. I didn't want to drive at 90 miles an hour on the highways. I'd save that for the last. What else did I do? Not much. I've just been resting and thinking and cleaning and cleaning and moving and sorting and throwing crap out. Oh, he could have been. I'm trying to think. If he was in training, it was probably Pensacola. I don't know if they do much training. No, I was. I said hi. I drove past. We met up. We did a Walmart meetup for a little while. Did a van life Walmart drive by hi. They were busy, so doing stuff. Yeah, and a lot of it was bad. Yeah, that's what I thought because that's where someone in Richard's family is in the Air Force. They're young, a cousin, and that's where he was up there. Because there's not many places where they do the training. Yeah, so that'd be good. I haven't been up. I've never been to this part before. It's really nice. And in the end of hurricane season, it's safe to come this way. So right now, I'm in a Walmart. Okay. Oh no. Oh, she in the Air Force too? Dawn, the wife. I think that's where this kid was, Richard's cousin. He was out west and he was goofing on him about gambling. I could hear him on the phone talking with him. He called Richard to ask him some questions because they used to go to Vegas once a year. He liked Lake Mead, so they would camp out at Lake Mead for like 2 or 3 weeks, hit Vegas, go back to Lake Mead. He would rent an RV with his ex and the kids and then hop a plane back. He said, then you go back to Vegas and get the $50 plane flights and go that. Oh, shit. Oh, because he went there? I'm sorry. I'm asking personal shit. Sorry. That's a shame. Okay, good. That's horrible. But what a mess. How long was he there, Dawn? Yeah. Oh, yeah. I have friends that were there, came back broken. Oh, at least that's a long time, but at least that was it. I had friends that were there for over 3 years. It was a bad, bad place. Bad place. I had a kid I was friends with in high school. A friend of mine. Hey Shannon, how you doing? I just saw you come in. How are you? A childhood friend of mine, one of the sons of one of the men in my father's Delta Force unit, Sonny. Ah, oh, what a mess. His girlfriend got pregnant. They didn't have a lot of money. He wanted to get some training, but he couldn't afford the schools, you know? They were young. He was, I think, 21. So he thought, everything's been nice and calm. There's nothing going on. I'm joining the Marines. That was 1992. Next thing you know, he signs up for 6 years because it's figure he's safe. Next thing you know, he's in Baghdad. He's in Mosul. He's in Kandahar. They sent him to Afghanistan. He was in every horrible city. He was one of the group of men. They went into Baghdad. When we first went into Baghdad, they sent in a scouting crew because he was with the Marines. When they went in, there was an army waiting for them with 3,000 men. They ambushed them in an alley between a whole bunch. They were going apartment to apartment to make sure the city was cleared out before they started the shock and awe. Yeah, that was a fireworks show, shock and awe. So as they're coming down this corridor, they coming around the corner is a whole platoon, 3,000 men. They start shooting at him. There's a big shootout. I don't know if everybody remembers this. It was very famous. When they started taking off some of the masks, it was Saddam's army of children. Only problem was that the 12-year-olds over there are 6 feet tall. So dressed up, with covering their faces with the scarves, all they saw were their eyes, and these guys 6 foot tall, they thought they were men. About 20 minutes into the fight, when they first started getting the first casualties, they were trying to pull radios and get ID off the dead bodies. They unwrapped one of their heads and realized they were shooting at children. That was the end of that. Next thing you know, that fight came to an end real quick. That was probably the only engagement we've ever retreated from. They stopped. They stopped on their own. I don't think they were ordered to, but they did it anyway. They couldn't continue what they were doing. That was horrible. Sonny, the next day, he took off and he found a payphone, called his mother in Alaska, and was hysterical, telling her what happened on a payphone. Eventually, he went back on his own. He got lost, found his group, and they sent them home. They sent half of those men home who were in that fight. They lost it. They lost it. There maybe 500 were killed. Yeah, that was a bad deal. My friend from high school was over there after that. And they were still fighting little kids. It was awful. That was an awful thing. Little babies fighting with guns, you know? Knowing we would stop. They know we're not going to finish that off. There was no way we were doing that, and we didn't. And I know they got in a lot of trouble for what they did, but I'm sorry. Kids are kids, and they put their foot down. I don't know who went in and fought them later, but that's what they did over there, so sorry about that. Afghanistan was a hellhole. I don't think anybody came out of there in one piece. Is he better? Is he feeling okay now? 18 months. Jesus. Oh, God. I just saw what you said. I'm sorry. I started reading it now. Damn. That's awful. Poor little guy. But yeah, that was a mess. And another friend of mine, he came back and he did his 4 years. I thought they gave him, he did his last 9 months from the hospital. He had a nervous breakdown. He was in Baghdad and Kandahar, my friend. That was a bad place. He didn't come out so well. He's still a mess. But better that he's home, you know. But hopefully they'll have a better Christmas this year. We need to get out of there and just stay over here, mind our own P's and Q's for a little while. So what else is new with everybody else? Anybody got plans? You going anywhere for Christmas? Vacations? Everybody staying home? Where you going? What are you doing? I'm going to be filming boat parades. I want to do the Christmas party at the Walmart They should just have all the van people show up on Christmas because it'll be closed. The cops will be busy. They'll be by their houses, running in and out, snacking all day. Oh, how nice! Good. I'm glad. I'm glad. I'm very glad. Did anybody get hit by that crazy bank thing? All your debit cards work today? Mine worked. I was afraid when I heard it, but I went in and just stuck it in the machine. I didn't want to call. I was afraid to call and get the balance because last month I couldn't pay the bill. My debit card didn't work. I was supposed to get paid on a Friday and it didn't work until Monday. So it went on today. Well, yesterday it must have. I didn't try it yesterday. I forgot about it. Oh no. Don't say that. I was gonna go in there to get a cream. I like what is the other one? I was looking for like honeysuckle or the gardenia. I wanted like a flowery smell. I have another one in here. They're creams. Those things like you could take a shower and still smell their body cream. Looking better. I just gotta figure out what I want and where I want it. Yes, we're happy for happy endings for the military. Somebody's got to be happy. That's nice, and I can lean on the seat. Oh, I don't know what to do. There's so much stuff. Um, so yeah, so now I'm just shopping through my own stuff. I got everything. I went through everything, took out everything that was broken or dirty. If it wasn't washed, I chucked it in a bag. I'll worry about laundry right now. I don't have time for wash. So I took out anything that was crappy. I found a couple of more moldy stuff, but nothing in these dresser drawers because they're all open. So the problem is crunching stuff up. And anything that was in a plastic bag was still good. The plastic containers and were pretty decent, but it was my leather backpack. Anything that was material that had clothes in it, that was it. It got wet from the back windows being open, the vents. It rained and it must have went right down and wet my leather backpack. The whole thing was moldy on the outside, moldy on the inside. But anything that has material as like a duffel bag kind of thing, like this, these will get moldy. Anything made out of material or leather will get moldy because of the fog that comes in because we crack our windows. The bed is wet in the morning. Everything is damp, a little cold. Hey Dean, how you doing? I know, I saw that. They're only what is it, just $100,000 and that's it, right? I'm glad I'm broke. Damn, I feel sorry for people who actually have money. But I heard something about them messing with oh, what is it? In case you guys get it, SSA may be lowered. Now, SSA is a supplement to your Social Security, um, and they may be lowering that. I get two parts. One for the polio, which is the bulk of my check, and like about $100, 125, depending on my SSA, which is what I worked and paid into my Social Security retirement money. Because remember, I'm on disability for polio. That's separate. My first responder stuff because I quit 10 years too early, maybe 12. Um, no pension, no retirement, no nothing. I'm collecting because I'm disabled with the cancer now, and I'm out on sick leave still. That's how I'm classified for that job. Um, they give me a partial. Oh no, we're running out of lights. The battery went dead. Hold on. Oh, people, it's a busy parking lot. Um, the SSA portion, which a lot of it that goes to government employees, teachers, firemen, anybody who works for the government or the state. That may be lowered, so I may be losing almost $100 a month soon. Yeah, best job I ever had, worst mistake I ever made. Oh God, what did I do? Yeah, there was like 25 banks. Oh, and they hit the Navy Credit Union, the Navy Federal Union, the credit union for the Navy. So if anybody's got money in there, check your accounts. Check that list because they hit a lot of credit unions instead of regular banks. And some, they went and hacked the medical information because we're all on one plan and one server now, universally in the whole country. They hit that, um, and a lot of government again. Uh, what is that? They hit human resources for the government again. I'll probably getting another letter in the mail letting me know we're sorry that your identity was given away again. For this is gonna make 8 times, 8 times, 8 years in a row. Uh, that they've been hacking that government website trying to get all the information on all the state for I don't know why they're doing that. um, I know why they did it in New York. They hit the classified database 6 times in the last 10 years. We had to get warnings about that because that puts our life in danger. My name isn't in the regular role. They know I worked there, but not what I did. It lists me as a housing authority employee is where they put me. I work through the housing authority for the senior center, not through the town hall. Um, but it doesn't matter. My name still matches. But yeah, they got all our names from 9/11 who were working and first responding, and all the CIA classified names went right out the door. Me, my mother, the woman in the office. That was not good. And it happened again right before she died in 2012 and 13. I came down in 2015, and 2016 they had to call me because I hadn't, moved yet. I was still trying to see. I told them grandma was dying and she was in hospice. So I said I won't be back until she dies. They said fine. Then they called me up again right after Christmas and said, oh, you got hacked. We got hit again. They have all our names, all our addresses, our license plates, all our information. I don't know what they're doing with it, why they want it, but I figured just to screw up everybody's Christmas shopping. My power station is doing well. It's running the fan. He's back there. There he is. Whee. And I'm running my fan. Um, the next live stream, I'm getting a small battery bank. That will run my it's like the things you jump start the cars with, only it's got like a whole bunch of plugs, just like the little Jackery, only it's about that big by that big. It's a giant battery, and it's got all the plugs that can jump start the car. It's got USB, a house plug, it's got everything. Where do you see it? So I'll be able to run my electric blanket off of that all night long. I won't have to worry about the little teeny tiny one running out of juice. Um, so yeah, everything was. I saw that in Ollie's. I gotta wait until during the week, and I'll go back. This one has been really nice. What is this one again? I gotta look at the name of that one again because this was the one I got for like 200. It was 250, and it came with the solar panel. That solar panel is excellent. It's charging everything, and I think it's gonna charge the RV batteries that I got. I gotta get them back in. I think I told you they took a charge. Okay, the man charged them for me. They're running smooth. So he's working out a plan in his head when I'm ready, when all this is done and we put everything back in. He's going to hook it all up to try and hook up all the solar panels, and I might not need one. So that was my next thing. I wanted to get one 300-watt solar panel. So I bought 3 of those containers in case it doesn't work out. I put the solar panel over the back and the 3 containers up here. And I left room for the solar panel. So we'll find out in about a week or so. That's what I have. I got one that plugs in with the cigarette lighter. So I figure I have one for battery, and then it plugs into this guy over here, my battery bank, the back one I got. So I got the hiccups. If anything, I got stuff when that, in case that runs out, you know. I don't want to run out. It's supposed to be really cold this winter. It's going to be like the coldest winter in Florida. And we're supposed to get snow across central Florida, accumulating snow of up to 2 inches between Christmas, but the bulk of it that will come when we hit the deep freeze. We're going to hit about 28 degrees in Melbourne. Between January 1st and March, say St. Patrick's Day, but they're talking February is going to be super, super cold, and we are going to have snow because of our jet stream and that fog. But the fog may melt the snow. It's not going to last. It'll accumulate, and then when the fog comes in the middle of the night, it'll melt. But I'm making a snowman. My father did. He used to call me every time it snowed. That's why he never left here. It was the only place in Florida that it kind of snows, and I have the video. That one's still up, my short, with all the little frost and the little snowflakes on the grass. And I got the rechargeable one. It's in the storage. It's a rechargeable fleece. It's a jacket. It's a blanket with the things, and you can wear. It's got pockets, but it looks like a stadium, one of those big stadium coats. I never wore it. There's a poncho. It's in one of the videos, so it looks like a poncho with snaps, and it's the blanket. But it ain't only come with the little tiny battery. So gonna get this battery bank, and it's half the price it was on Walmart and Ollie's. I'm going back to get it. This way I got all electric, and I'll show you that electric blanket. I'll do a short on that. I'll do that tomorrow. It's a little thicker, so I'm gonna lay on it underneath me, so you keep down here warm under me, and then I can plug that in and then use the battery bank for the electric, the little poncho on top of me. So I'll be sandwiched in between heat now. Power. All I needed was more power. Now I'm going to be a little Oreo in electric. I love it. So if we can get all the stuff working. And then my blender, I got to get juicing. It's in the storage. I wasn't doing that much. It was nice and cool over here. It's been chilly. Very windy too. It's nice. It's nice. I forgot what it was like. It's very different, the two coasts. There's like no rain over it. It's just like never rains on the west coast unless it's a hurricane. Over there, it's raining every 2 days now. I had to get away from that rain. It just wouldn't stop. The whole park was flooded. You couldn't even go in the park. Everybody's lining up on the little road. It only has a few parking lots. The rest of that park is dirt, clay dirt, sand. You're driving on sand like you're at the beach, or grass. So there was no place to park. The water was like a foot deep through the grass. It was crazy. So I said, I got nowhere to go. I'm tired of sitting outside the gym all day long. Everybody was there. Everybody who sleeps at the gym at night was there all day. We were just living in the parking lot, not moving all day long. And I said, well, they're not leaving. I'm not leaving. And then more cars started coming. That parking lot that started out with 10 of us has like 100 cars in it every single night, all night long. No one comes because of the gym. They'd rather everybody was there, sleeping, not bothering no one. The cops drive right by all night long. And then sometimes a cop will spend the night. There's an auto parts store kind of at the end of one of these strip malls. He sits outside and he sleeps in his Suburban, the big truck, the sheriff trucks down here. He spends the night down there, making sure nothing's going on. It's an odd situation over there, but they're dealing with it the best they can, and at least the cops are. They understand. You know, they're living paycheck to paycheck too. My stepdad had no money. He wasn't making no $80,000 a year. He was a beat cop, and he stayed a beat cop. He never took his promotions. He didn't want to work inside. He didn't want to be a captain. He didn't want to be a chief. He wanted to stay in his patrol car and work the street, you know? Which, that rarely happens. Even my friend, I don't want to say his name, he got tired of driving around in the car, kid I went to high school with, and he took the promotions. Then he was bored inside, and once you go inside, you can't come back out. So once you take a promotion in the police department and they move you into a desk or an office, and now you're the captain or the assistant chief, he sat around all day doing nothing but answering the phones for all the complaints. He was so mad. He made such a big mistake. Yes, there's BML land in here. It's at animal preserves or wilderness preserves or water management stations or properties. Basically the swamps. The grass is like 4 feet high. You have to drive through it to get to where you're going to spend the night and camp. They only cut the grass where you're going to sleep. So as you're driving through the wilderness preserve, it's actually a trail. You can see the road. They don't cut the weeds in the road but once a year. So there's weeds coming over the front of my minivan 4 feet high, like driving through a wheat field to get to the spot. I drove about 4 feet in, thinking I was off the road, and really I hit the high beams because I got there late, and saw as far as I could see. I had to drive a whole block through 5-foot tall weeds. I said, I'm not going to rip out the hole under my car. I backed out in the dark down a dirt road. I said, I'm out of here. I went back during the day and I saw the pictures online were beautiful. Tables, you got each spot had its own porta potty. You got to drive through the forest. And the alligators, yeah, I know. I didn't realize where I was. Land management means a swamp. Ow. So, and there's a lot of coyotes. One of the rangers I had taught, I went back the next day. I went back to a Walmart, to the highway, spent the night because I wasn't going in there during the day. I had the number. You make a reservation. They give you the password or the combination to the lock on this big, huge gate, like you're at a cattle ranch. I could barely get it open, so I got it open just enough to squeeze the car through. What a catastrophe. Oh, probably better land somewhere else, but yeah, another state maybe, but not in the south in the wetlands. Anything that says preserve, stay out of those places. They're not parks. It's a swamp. But one of the rangers had told me at the state park next door to where I was going to spend the night because I pulled into the state park and it was site number 2. So there was all these different sites, and then I found one that said number 2. I said, "Oh, this is it." I said, "Oh wow, I found it." So I'm sitting in there. I got half the campsite set up. 2 hours setting all this crap up, right? A ranger comes over. He says, "Ma'am." I said, "Yeah." He says, "Why do you have all this out? We're closing." I said, "Oh, you're closing the gate for the night." I said, "No, I'm here." And I show him on my phone my reservation. He says like this. I said, "Oh, please don't tell me I'm in the wrong place." He said, "This is day use only. You're next door." So they took me. He says, "But it's going to be dark soon. You can't set up. You got to get all this in." I said, "Why?" He said, "We got packs of coyotes that live here. You can't be out here." Like they attack people. I was like, "All right, this isn't good." He said, "I don't know how you're getting in there in the dark." And the guy's like, "She's a little low with the minivan." I said, "What are you talking about?" I said, "The grass is really high." He said, Go back during the day. Can you find a place to spend the day?" We didn't want me going in there at night. When I got there during the day, it was like a heroin fest. There were people passed out. There were like 20 people in one Toyota. It was disgusting. There were needles and garbage and just stuff everywhere. It was disgusting. Don't go in those places, ladies. Maybe out west they're a lot nicer, but not over here. Not over here. Yeah, the snakes too. Driving through all the bushes. I got bit. Ow. But yeah, beautiful spaces if you can get to it, but you're gonna get eaten. Yeah, yeah. I was just watching the thing on them. It's awful what's happening over there. The entire state of California homeless now, or what? That's crazy over there. And some idiot walked around and shot a couple of them. They said it was a serial killer, but he only shot 3 people. Let me finish. He went down a row of a camp tent, all right, shanty town, and he killed like one guy here, went like 20 tents down, shot another guy, then went like a half a mile down, and then shot another guy. That kind of sounds like he shot the people he knew. If he was a serial killer, wouldn't he could have went tent to tent. There were hundreds of people lined up right next to each other, like a campground. I think if he was a serial killer, he would have shot everybody on the way down the block. Oh, it's awful. Yeah, right? Hell yeah. Oh, God, I'm itching. But in those wildlife preserves, there's no one there. There's not like the state park. At least there's someone there. You know, the rangers. They may not be driving around, but there's someone there. You start beeping your horns and put your car alarm on, one of them will hear it. But out there in those preserves, you're on your own and you're locked in. So even if, say, something happens, you get in your car and you're driving out, you can't get out because it's a steel gate that they use on the cattle farms. That thing weighs a ton. So you're gonna get out of your car. Oh, and then you gotta put the code in. You gotta sit there with the little dials and put the numbers in and unlock the padlock and then move the gate and the chain that's like this thick, a chain links like this, as big as my hand, the chain weighs a ton. I could barely pick it up. And when I left the gate open. And I ain't closing this thing, and I'm out of here. I just left. I didn't care. There's no cameras there. There was nothing. It's in the middle of the woods. No one saw me. Bye bye. I'm gone. But I thought, now you're chained in. You can't even drive away and get out away from anybody who's there. What are you going to do? The guy's chasing you. You're going to say, hold on. I got to do the combination lock. And I got to move the fence. And I got to get the chain off. Okay, let me get back in my car. No way, no way. I said, this is crazy. You know, little girls over there doing this are stupid. You're stupid. You're just not even looking around to see who's in there. Because some of them have talked about the way in. Hey, Karen, how's it going? So, you got to be careful. Just stick to the state parks. Yeah, I know we're a mess over here. I'm working on the hair will be better soon. Yeah, no, I was looking. But yeah, you have to stay in the state park. You have to. It's too much. There's so much going on. Hey, Jackie, what's up? Happy Saturday night. But yeah, that's a bit much. You're safer in Walmart than you are in one of those wildlife preserves. I'll tell you that right now. And it's getting a little crazy out here, too. There's so many people. The woman that I know with the 3 children from the park, they got kicked out. There's no more reservations until January. She met a woman who lives north and came down for whatever it was. I think they were staying, must have been staying through Thanksgiving because she was gone. I didn't get to see her. I missed her. The woman who was staying down here with relatives, she's up here now, okay, up north, but I think more by Jacksonville. The woman told her that her and the grandbabies, the 3 of them, could go up and park in her driveway because after this, they're going back home, staying 2 days, and then they're going away until the middle of January, so they won't be there. So right now, her and the kids in the pop-up tent are living in this lady's driveway, hooked up to her house with water, and they have an outside faucet on the house and a plug. She's also renting out her RV. So someone's living in her RV on her property behind her house, and they're leaving soon. So she offered her that when those people move out, that her and the kids can get out of that pop-up and go inside because it's too cold. That pop-up is a tent. It's a tent. It's just material. Once you lift that up in the air, the only solid part is the roof. I thought there were little walls that came up inside to close you in. No, that thing's a tent. Forget that thing. That's crazy. Oh, thank you. We're getting ready for Christmas. My was it Home Goods? Oh, okay. I can't see. It just says compared to theirs. I don't remember where it was. It's a blur. Plus, I'm just seeing stuff and pulling over. I don't know where I'm going. Over here, I'm just kind of guesstimating. Oh, I want to try this on. Hold on. Oh. Let's see. Is anybody going away for Christmas? Going anywhere? Somewhere? Anywhere? Oh, nice. Oh, it's finally starting to cool off. Oof. 95. No wonder I was sweating to death. I thought it was just me. It's hard to tell whether it's hot or I'm just sweating. Let's try that. Whee. we go. A little t-shirt. Isn't that cute? Crochet t-shirt. I miss my mother. See, I found this too. I have my mom to make me all my little crochet tops and things for the summer. That would have been nice. I miss that. I like this year round. Everybody's freezing to death, and look at this. Maybe soon. We're supposed to, I think, get cold for New Year's too. What did I do? Oh, I keep losing everything. I don't even know where anything is. I've got stuff in boxes and bags, and so I did a preliminary sort and toss, and I think I pretty much cut what I had almost in half. And then now packing it in, I'm just taking and putting in the drawers what I want. So I took each one of these drawers, these guys, my paper drawers, the paper box drawers, and just started putting stuff in it, filling them up of good stuff that'll fit. And then I can organize where I want everything and make the kitchen and... Hello, everybody. And then pick what I want. Figure I don't even know what I want. And then put all the essentials in first, and then see what else is left. Oh, I bet it's freezing up there. Yeah, I love the Grinch. I like the new one. Did you see, anybody see the new Grinch cartoon that they made a few years ago? It's really cool. It's nice. They play both back to back. They play the original, which I have in my drawer over here. And then the new one. I lost the new one. It was good though. Hello, Bobby. How you doing? Oh, nice. I always wanted to go to Denmark. It's very nice to meet you. I've always wanted to go to Denmark. My family is Scandinavian, my dad's family. I always wanted to go up there. It always looks so pretty. The company I used to work for was run out of Denmark when I was the freight cashier after I quit. They're very nice people. They're a little rough, but be careful of the potato liquor. They have like a sake that they make out of potatoes. Anybody gives you a little glass like that, that's all you drink. I tried to explain to Richard because I'm raised on that. It's like moonshine. The company handed out a bottle to each person to say thank you because we don't allow it to be imported in America. Alcohol content is way too high. So they said, oh, you gotta be careful. I said, I've had this before. I was raised on this. I said, I'm going to give it to my Cuban and see what happens. He started laughing. He said, are you going to tell him? I said, I'll warn him, but you know he ain't going to listen. He said, oh, the tequila drinkers? He said, tell him it makes tequila look like beer. I said, I'll try, but I'm guaranteeing you're going to be passed out. About 20 minutes. He must have did 4 shots. He was out till the next day. He woke up. What is that crap? It's very good, so be careful of it. And it tastes really good. It goes down smooth. You don't even notice, and all of a sudden it hits you in the head and knocks you out. So beware of potato liquor and stuff in Denmark. There are animals up there. They were nice people. I liked my bosses at that place. They were nice, very friendly. They told me a lot about I sat down with like the president of the company talking about my grandma and stuff, and I explained where they were from, and he said, what's her name? And I told him her last name, and he's like, ooh, like that. I said, ooh. Uh, he knew my grandma's family. They're up there, and told me a lot about them. Other families that are related between them in Denmark and Sweden and Switzerland and what was the other one? Iceland in Greenland. He explained my whole family tree of just giving him my grandma's last name. And at some point, during marriage, someone from my grandma's family married somebody from his family, like way back in the day, and we're all actually related. I laughed. It's pretty cool, but they're nice people. I'm going to be sitting on the ocean. Ow. Gotta get them videos. I think it starts sometime next week. I think around a little close. They do it a little closer to Christmas, and you can. The boat parades are usually held where there's a wharf or a restaurant. And Richard and I used to go to this one with some people from his job, from the hotel, and you sit right on the dock with your feet hanging in the water, and they're like right there, like 10 feet away from you. They pull it, at the end, when they see a restaurant, they all cut in, and they drive right at the edge of the dock. So everybody in the restaurant can wave, and people throw stuff. It's crazy. They love it. It's such a big deal with all the Navy down here, too. So I can't wait for that. That's always fun. And they got this crazy hot dog place. I don't know the name of it. Dodger dogs. These giant hot dogs are insane. Yeah, right? Come on down. Oh. And it's so nice to have a better place to sit. I'm more comfortable. I'm not shifting. Have I been moving? I'm still sitting in the same place, not screaming. So a little bit to the bed was messing with my back. That's been okay. But I've been doing walking. Trying to. And the walker's working out very well. Um, I love that thing. It's so tiny now. I can actually fit it right next to in here at my door, the side door, next to my little table that I'm leaning on. So when I'm done, it's gonna look nice. Let's see what else is going on. I think that's it. That's enough. It's too much. Um, Anybody catch that Elon Musk interview? uh, his comment is what I said on the way out the door, so you know. I said the same thing Elon Musk said to the advertisers and threw the keys across the desk. They slid off and landed in my boss's lap. She had a giant rubber Tweety bird about that big, those keychains, sitting in her lap, and I just walked out the door. So when you watch Elon Musk's interview, that was me. I laughed so hard. Must be nice to have that kind of money and tell everyone off. I wanted to send him a text message. It says, it's freeing, isn't it? It's liberating. To tell the bad guys off. I think that's all everything? Yes, that's it. Those are the upgrades. The next upgrade is to the hair. That's coming soon. That'll be the next week. Next week a new hairdo is coming. I'm gonna get that done here before I leave. I found a couple of nice places, so I'm gonna get the hair fixed and go home fix my sugar, find out what I can do. I just hoping it's not involving needles. Oh, I hate those things. My fingers are killing me already, and it's only been like a couple of days. Oh, gonna be the same color. Just cut, getting it cut. Finally getting a haircut. I'll get that done before I leave. I figure I gotta leave on about the 8th or 9th. I got to call my doctor. And I was gonna say, come tomorrow, so I gotta wait a couple of, I need to get done with this before I go home. Or at least most of it, you know? I gotta get everything back up here, tied down. Thank you. Yeah. Yeah. So, I don't know how long that's gonna take. I'm hoping he can do it. And I don't need a new oncologist again. And then eventually I gotta go back and talk to the spinal surgeon. Let's see. The only thing, in case you're new and you weren't here the last time, I met with a spinal surgeon. It seems the big three, the lungs, the breasts, and the kidneys cancers from 9/11 have metastasized to my spine from my neck here, right here, all the way down to my tailbone, and then across my hips. My 2 hip bones are badly infected. I canceled the appointment with her because I didn't want to know before Christmas how bad the cancer had eaten through my hip bones. I'm saving that for after New Year's. I canceled the appointment. I told them that the painkillers were a bit much with the liver, but I'm taking them at night only. If she wants me to change that for any reason, the secretary girl said she'd let me know. I said, just tell her they were a little overpowering that day, but probably because my sugar was off and I didn't know. If I had sugar at 14 and I popped a Vicodin and I took 2 that day and they whacked me all at once. So, I didn't want to know. I don't want to know yet. I'm sorry, I can't, with doing this and then chasing the freaking roaches out that I got brought in with the water, cases of water. Take the plastic off the little bottles that are wrapped up in shrink wrap. Throw that out before you bring it in your car. Twice from Walgreens. Cockroaches coming out from the middle of the pack, crawling through the plastic and right out the side with the big open hole. One turned into I don't know how many, but it wasn't that bad. When I got down to the carpet, I bug bombed the whole car and spent the night in that crappy little tent I had. That's got to go. It's kind of stinky, so I'm going to throw it away, but it was the least of the smelly tents. But every tent you ever slept in smells like mold if you've ever been camping. So I tried to use the Zevo. I don't know where I just put that. The Zevo spray. It smells like cloves. It's okay. But I can't find more glue traps. But I can use the regular glue traps because I don't have mouse. I don't have to worry about them getting stuck on them anymore. So I'm going to get some regular just mouse traps and then slide them underneath all the seats in the bed. And there's a couple of spots in the back where the rug comes up where I cut it out. I'm going to shove them right under there. I sprayed bug spray in all the vents. So far, so good. But it is Florida, land of roaches. The drive should have taken 3 hours. I left at 2 to 3 to 4. I should have pulled in about 4:30, 5 o'clock. I didn't get here until 8. It took an extra 2.5, almost 3 hours to get through that. The fog, it just went forever. The 1 hour ride must have took, I said 2, it had to be longer. It had to turn an hour ride into 2.5 hours, doing 10 miles an hour for that stretch. I'd have to go back and see how many miles I drove that way until I got to Kissimmee. From Melbourne to Kissimmee. Ah, once I got to Kissimmee and we got to lights and the first Disney place, I forget what that is out there. It's like Space Disney, or it's a big water tower. That starts the outskirts of the Disney thing. It's where all the shopping and this crazy stuff is. But it was packed. It was still a week to go before Thanksgiving, and it was mobbed. There was more cars on the road at 3 a.m. coming this way, not north and south, east to west. It was insane. I could hardly see anything. Well, I'm leaving a lot earlier. The fog pulls in between midnight and 3 a.m. and doesn't burn off until at least 6. So when I go back, I'm leaving here at 9 o'clock at night because the middle of the night is too crowded. There should have been no one on the road. So I figured between 9 and 12 is probably the better time while everybody's having dinner to scoot and get out of Dodge before all the restaurants close and stuff like that. I've never seen that much traffic coming back and forth to visit his father. I took the same way that I knew. It was madness. We never hit that like that. But we drive at different hours. So I'm going to go back to the times where we left for his father's house. And I'm going to try leaving at 9. So even if it's late, I'll still just get home at 1. But that was a long ride. Oh my God, I thought I was going to die. I had to pull over to Wawa and climb over the seat and lay down. I was screaming. And find a better seat. My seat's too hard. It's uncomfortable. I forgot about that when I jumped in the car and took off. I couldn't take the rain anymore. It was like 3 straight days. I was just trapped in here. It was driving me nuts. And I checked the weather. I said, I'm out of here. I was sitting here contemplating. I got McDonald's. I sat around. I couldn't sleep. It was a Sunday night. And about 2 in the morning, I'm sitting watching YouTube. I'm watching Van Life Plus. I was watching Chrome and what's-her-face, Emmy. And I said, you know what? I'm not tired. I can't sleep. I'm out of here. The rain nonstop on the roof was insane. I couldn't take it. And then it got so hot over there. I figured it was cooler over here. So I said, the hell with it. And left at 2 in the morning. I had nothing to do. I didn't have to be anywhere. And I figured if it was bad, I'd just turn around and come back. Yeah. Plus, I didn't, here it is, this stuff. They make the same can, stem, as Zevo. It has to be the same company because it's like the same color. But it smells like a dentist office in here now. Oh. That's why it's not raining. You're in a drought. Wait, who's brilliant? I missed it. I missed it. Oh. Okay. I'm catching up. Yeah, so it's roughly 3 hours and 25 minutes from Melbourne to Tampa. Didn't do it. That was a long, long ride. I was praying all the way here, thinking, okay, 3 hours. I went a while, pull over for a little bit, used the restrooms in the bath, and, got gas. Tried to take little breaks along the way, so it wasn't, but I said, it's only 3 hours. Then I got on that stretch where it's an hour and a half straight through the farmlands when you can't get off. There's nowhere to get off. It's everybody's farm. That took 2.5 hours. And I couldn't even pull over. There's no shoulder. It's just a grass and it's a ravine. So you can't even, there is no shoulder. So I don't want to discuss having to pee for 2.5 hours. When I found that first gas station in Kissimmee, oh my God, I thought I was going to die. Yeah, they're just being extremely rude. Extremely rude, but it must be nice to have that kind of money. Yeah, I'm not in so much pain, and it's kind of lingering because I'm not metabolizing, so it's not wearing off as fast. That's the other thing. It hit me hard and it wouldn't go away. It wouldn't stop. It was hours just from that one pill. And I thought, oh boy, I need to talk to him about this. So it's strictly for bedtime. And then I took it and I went to bed. And then I woke up at like 3 in the morning and said, oh no, I'm whacked. What if the cops come? Yes. I have my prescription. And I have my little thing that the sheriff made me get. So if anything, I just throw out the good sheriff's name. And hopefully, but I thought, what do you do when you, that's why I said about drinking in the car. You know, you're parked in a parking space, but I'm in Walmart. Everybody's doing live streams from Walmarts and drinking on a Friday night, hanging out in their home. Does the car count like an RV? I mean, an RV, you can drink in it if you're parked and not moving for the rest of the night, but do cars count that way? I have no idea. Yeah, I do. I do, Dawn. Better now that I'm like, I'm just crammed in with crap. I had nowhere to put it. I got kicked out of the storage unit because the guy was a jerk. Oh, you're one of those van life people? While I'm moving in, I said, I'm not living here. I need it for 8 weeks, then I'm gone. I only signed an 8-week contract. That was it. So the day I had just moved every single thing into that storage unit. I'm walking out the door, and he becomes a jerk, and I hear him on the other side of the car. He was spying inside my car from my driver's door. I was on the other side seeing what was in my car. First of all, he had no right. I started yelling at him, telling him I'm a cop. I'm work for the government, bro. You're in my car? Get out of there. And I started to yell at him, and then he got pissy and kicked me out. I'm like, first of all, you're spying on a law enforcement. You have no right anyway. Yeah, you get to look in my storage unit because they do have that right to check it out upon your moving in, which I didn't know that. So, they can watch what you're putting in on day one. But he had no right to look inside my car. No right. He searched my vehicle. That's against the law. So, I feel better. Now I got more room. Oh, no, they can't because I have a problem with my key. Because there's a short in the car and we don't know what the hot spot burning smell is. When I put my key fob in, when I turn the car off, if I don't pull the key fob in, the alternator's still running. My volt thing and my amps, my RPMs are up in the air. I pull the key fob out and everything goes down. You hear click, click, click. So if you leave your key fob in your thing, you will have a dead battery. It drains the battery. That's what happened, as we know, with a friend of ours. Kept getting a dead battery in the truck, if you know what I mean. leaving the key fob in the thing. I had no idea until I saw all the speedometer things were up in the air. And then when I pulled the fob out, everybody went boom, 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 and went down to zero. And you could feel the car felt like it was vibrating. And I'm like, why do I feel like a train's going past? I thought I was near the railroad tracks. I pulled the key out. The car stops vibrating. The engine didn't totally turn off. So something's screwy with the starter or the battery or the fuse bar, whatever tells the engine to work. That little sensor, I'm starting to think is really messed up. And if you're waiting for anything coming from South America, the Panama Canal is closed. There's no water. So some of the things I wanted to order, say, like any car parts, if you're looking for car parts, you're never going to get them. You're never going to get them, so give up. They're stuck in Panama. There's like 100 cargo ships. I don't know if you remember this a couple of years ago. They can't raise the canal. The boats are too heavy, they're too big, and they can't move. They're like grounded. They're stuck there. So I hope we're not waiting for anything coming from there. Yeah, that's why I don't like that. That scares me. If you're in a place you can park all night, yeah. I mean, their Walmarts are still nice up in Canada's letting them do it. Some are closing because people are hanging out, bringing out barbecues and hanging out in their lawn chairs. Can't do that. I mean, maybe sitting in the back of your car, but not pulling out a barbecue, an ice chest, like you're in a campground, like in a park for the day. So they had two up there that closed, like the one by me, who no longer accepts anybody spending the night except giant RV buses. And you have to go in, speak with the manager, and get permission to stay the night. And then they give the police a list of license plates, vehicle description, and the license plate number of the cars that they let spend the night. But now you have to have permission at mine. And I don't think they're going to do it for this. Yeah. Yeah. These key fobs are a pain. I got the new one. Eventually I'll get it turned on. I have to find a Dodge dealer and see how much they cost to turn it on. This way I have a spare. And then I gotta get another key cut for my door. I went to Home Depot when I took the... Well, speaking of keys... Yeah, I'll be looking for them soon. I just realized I didn't leave them there. No. Oh well, I'm not going anywhere. I gotta spend the rest of the night looking for the keys. Hold on a minute, I just realized I don't know where they are. I'll find them. I opened all the windows to move them. As long as you're in a place you're not moving, that's fine, but staying where I'm staying, you know, even though, like say the gym is good, it's an offbeat one. It's a small location. It's not one of those huge giant ones. It's a tiny one, and as long as it's 24 hours, they don't know who's in there, and everybody we've been doing it. No one said anything. Oh, okay. Because I have one for the door. I have to get another one so at least I can get in the door if it doesn't work. Now, some of them, if you take it apart and you pull the key out of the fob, they come apart. Does everybody know that? Because I didn't. I got locked out of the car. It was 2 years ago when I first got it. I had it about a week. Thank God I had AAA. I had insurance and AAA to cover me all the way around. I called AAA. They came out because I got locked in. The guy comes, pulls out a thing, goes beep, 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 unlocks the door. He said, I want to show you something. I said, all right. He pulls my keys out. They were sitting on the car seat. He pulls them apart, and out is a regular car key. I said, oh my God. He says, what? He said, do you have the other one over here? I went like this. He came for nothing. He said, wait, get it, because it might not work. So I got the other one. I lost it 2 years ago. Now I only got one. Uh, and we opened the door, and it opened up. The battery was dead, and I couldn't get in. So I had to get a new battery for that fob. The only working one was locked in the car. I didn't know I had a physical key to do that. Now, 2017 and higher Dodge Grand Caravans, you can put the key, the physical key part that you pull out of the fob, and stick it in the ignition and turn the car on. For some reason, they didn't do it in the 2013, 14, or 15. Then they skipped a year for 16. Certain models had it, and he was surprised that mine was the top of the line one, say, that this one didn't have it. I had lost that one. I forget where I lost that one. Oh no, that was the one I dropped in the puddle, and it stopped working. But I didn't know those things came apart. So don't laugh at me. It was my first fob. So it means that the Honda Fit he had for 11 years probably had a key that came out. Supposedly she's okay. I caught part of it. She had a scare. Probably a heart thing. I remember her saying it. I was reading her comments on the thing. I had just saw her. I was getting ready to do this. So she had a little heart kind of thing. I know. Can you believe he was driving himself to the hospital having a heart attack? I said, oh my God, everybody does that. Freaked me out because he didn't look good either, you know? He looked sweaty and, you know, he's so nervous from signing. I think that lease that he signed, I'm pretty sure he said it was 20-year lease. I hope this all works out for him. This guy's freaking, or he's going to be just living in it because he can live upstairs. It's zoned for a residence for the owner of the warehouse to live there. I almost did that. There was a small warehouse with a loft apartment just like his, only teeny tiny. I was going to turn it into like a massage for people who have accidents. Like if you had a bad car accident, I learned how to do chiropractic massage from the woman who did it on me for 3 years after my car crash. The morning of 9/11 in 1993, 1 in the morning, I had a bad car crash. Got out of the hospital at 6 a.m. and 8 o'clock in the morning in 1993, an idiot blew up a truck bomb underneath the trade towers. That was my first 3 months of working. But I had to come out from being in the hospital 3 hours to get me out of the car, first responding, right? 12 firemen take 3 hours to get me out of the car on September 11th at 1 in the morning, and I got to go to work at 7 because this idiot tried blowing up the trade towers for the first time. That's when I realized I think I made a boo-boo. That was a hell of a day. Oh yeah, I know. I know. I like that one. I don't usually like those kinds of, musical kitty stupid shit. But I like the Grinch. He did a good job. He really did a good job. I like most of Jim Carrey stuff. I like The Mask. That was funny. Normally I don't watch that. Uh, what was it? Gadget. Dr. Gadget, Mr. Gadget, Go-Go Gadget was Matthew Broderick. That was funny. The Mask and Mr. Gadget was funny. He did a good job on that one. But Jim Carrey's quitting altogether, right? He's not doing movies or anything anymore. I know he did that weird thing where he had a beard, and I don't know what's happening to that poor guy. I think he's just kind of losing it. But most of those really funny comedians are very depressed people, in their real lives. That's why they're so funny. They make other people happy because they're depressed. It's the one thing that brings them happiness, but they're still depressed underneath. I always felt sorry for him. He's just so wacky, you can't find a broad to put up with him. I really thought him and that other girl, the blonde he was with, I can't remember her name, the actress. I like her too. I really thought they were gonna stay together. Is there any good movies coming out for Christmas? I want to see the new Willy Wonka. That looks pretty neat. I still like the original best. And no, I did not like Johnny Depp's. Ugh, I barely made it through that. I liked everybody but him in that. I didn't like that character with him. Looked like he was trying to be Michael Jackson. Looked like he was making fun of Michael Jackson to me for some reason with all that white makeup on. There's nothing good coming out. All I got is Halloween horror movies. Oh yeah, I have to check it. Okay. I forgot to put the battery saver on. Has it? She's on YouTube? I keep forgetting. I can't even find the reruns of Roseanne. Did they just take her totally off of everything? Uh, is anybody in Arizona? They were having problems out there, I heard, at Quartzsite. I was watching, I don't know the man's name. I have to look. I see him from time to time. Uh, he, uh, he was a couple of videos behind the scenes at Quartzsite, or what it's really like at Quartzsite, like to show people the real deal, not just the pretty video ones. That place is crazy. That place is crazy. There must have been I don't know, 2,000 people out there already. But it's a little much. I see with the rocks and stuff. I don't think I would need way better tires to even consider something like that, and better, I don't know what. I see people going out there in these little cars, pulling stuff behind them. That ain't no place to be out there. You're going to destroy your cars out there. I liked the Hunger Games. Those were good. I think that they did a good job on that. I don't know. When does it? Oh, it starts right after for New Year's? I remember last year they were setting up the Bunny and a bunch of people were there, and they set up all the Christmas lights and stuff, and I'm pretty sure they were staying for New Year's. Okay. Oh, right after. Okay. Because I didn't know if they spent New Year's Eve out there or not. I have to see. But I've been checking on that. What I'd like to do if we get snow in Georgia is drive up north. You just stay right on the turnpike. Yeah. Well, not that I'm going that way yet. I still got some more things to fix on the car. And I gotta figure out what's wrong with my sugar before I go driving around all over the place like a crazy person. I didn't know. That's because you didn't check. I said, I felt fine. It's just hot out. I said, no, you're sweating because your sugar's under 50, dummy. Oh, God. So I got all new equipment. The other day I had to go out and I got a new sugar machine. Uh, I had to get a new blood pressure thing. That's on that little card they give me. Um, ow, ow, ow. Ow, my knee. What else did I get? Oh, more sticky pads for the tens unit. I have to take a selfie of my tens unit and send it to Matthew. Van Life Plus. At least his had a cord on it. This just like sucks to your back. And you gotta keep hitting the button and reaching around. I kept turning it up. It said it had 10 levels. So I went up to 10. It was electrocuting me so bad I couldn't move. I almost couldn't move my arm because it's like a stun gun. This thing is crazy. It hurt a lot. I was screaming in the van. And I couldn't get my arm out because I was stuck like this because it was right in the middle of my back, right up here. Like, it was zapping some nerve, and I thought this probably isn't a good idea because I've got some nerve damage going on and I couldn't turn it off. That thing's a menace. Never use one without someone else around. Don't turn it up all the way. I had no idea that got that crazy. How bad a pain do you gotta be in to turn that on 90? This was killing me. That was way too much. I don't think shocking your nerves is the way to go. That thing was awful, so I just leave it on low. We're experimenting with it to see if it works. That thing is whacked. I put it on my arm and it didn't feel that bad, but on each side of your spine with your nervous, okay, it just was like one on this side, one on that side, just like zap my entire nervous system like this. I thought I got zapped. Then I thought I sat on something or I touched something like it because there's so much bare metal of the car inside. I thought I was getting electrocuted because you can, if you hit certain things in the car, you'll get zapped because the car is grounded to the metal frame. So if you actually touch the frame where I had the RV batteries were grounded to the car, I thought that's what was happening and I tried to move and I couldn't. Don't use that thing. Trying to think, there's nothing else really except for sorting now and rearranging some things. Just trying to figure out where I want stuff. I don't know. I'll figure it out. I got some little Christmas decorations for the inside. I gotta get my tree is still back there. I gotta move all that stuff around now to this side of the van. I gotta flip flop again. This I can't find the video. Somehow it's gone. Some of my videos are gone. I don't know where they went from 2 years ago. Okay, a lot of my beginning ones are up. but not the ones where I first gutted out the van 2 years ago. I cannot find. I've been on YouTube for 2 years. Just starting this was the bulk of this was last year when I saw those double hurricanes coming. I knew my house was gonna go. There wasn't no way I was gonna survive back-to-back hurricanes. So I was trying. My goal was August 1st, and I finished about 2 weeks before Nicole hit, getting my sink and the like all that stuff in, and the solar panels and stuff. Everything had just came in the mail 2 weeks before Nicole. But it's been a while. But the beginning videos are missing, and I'm pissy. I have to see if they're on my other laptop, my Amazon laptop, because this is the original van build. I was sleeping over here. This was my headboard. Uh, the sink was at the end of the bed, where Baby Yoda is back there. So the only thing that's different is the sink. This is the original way I had it in the first place. So it's funny, I ended up back in the first setup. It's easier, less storage space in here, but more room, because you can actually, look at all this. You can see the floor. I got a floor and a rug. My lights are going dead a little at a time. I have new batteries, so I have space in between everything, all the way to the back, and my big hole. Um, oh, I gotta fix that. So I got my floor space back, which is good. You're gonna sit there? Probably not. Hold on. Okay. We're in the dark again. Oh, and they tilt. Let's try color. There we go. We're back. You can tell the batteries are going dead. It's getting darker in here. I bought more. I have backup. But I like the remote. And I gotta Velcro it somewhere so I don't lose it. I'll think of something. I haven't heard. I was trying to get a hold of Carol. I haven't talked to her in a while. Is she here and I missed her? I was having problems with those emails again. Let's see. So that's pretty much it. Going to the doctor, gonna straighten all that out. Keep the fingers crossed. I can do this with the sugar. I've been doing it for 3 days, 2 days now. This is day number 2 with the raw sugar, not white. You know, the little raw sugar packets. It's been working quite well. I think that's why I was feeling so crappy. I mean, I'm in pain is one thing, but feeling that bad, I was misunderstanding what was happening because it was 115 degrees this summer. I didn't notice that soaking wet sweat is the sugar. But I was sweating from the heat. It was hard to tell. I'm just lucky. Again, nothing bad happened. My mom had my mother was a horrible hypoglycemic. Really bad. She passed out on me, thank God, when she got into the wheelchair. She was passing out in the wheelchair. Food shopping a couple of times on me. And we ate and did everything, and her sugar was just getting out of control too. That's also the cancers doing that. That's why I have high. My sugar can go up to 900 and then drop down to 14. And then I took the sugar, it was almost over 200. So my stuff is everywhere. It's called diabetes mellitus, which gives you high and low at the same time. Um, but supposedly they have stuff for people who can't keep their sugar level up, where it's not just that I have low blood sugar, that it's just plummeting to zero. I don't want to know what happens at zero. Yeah, yeah. I'm not in so much pain. I'm sleeping. I'm actually sleeping at night. It's like every time I roll over, I was screaming. The pain was so bad. It's awful. And it has taken a lot of the pain away. It's just the stuff is outrageous. Woo! I mean, just levels you. And I've taken some nasty stuff. I was stuck. I broke both my feet. I was 6 months on Vicodin. That's some strong stuff. But that was nothing compared to this concentrated, time-released. It's like they tripled the strength of this stuff. No wonder people are hooked on this crap. It's insane. I was all like, I couldn't even explain what was wrong with me. It was crazy. I never felt that weird before from this stuff. I didn't like it at all. And there's no way to function during the day on that. I couldn't imagine. You couldn't go to work. You couldn't leave the house because you could not drive the car taking this stuff. But I think she was upping the dosage because of how bad what we saw actually was. So, oh, I never finished that. I'm sorry for the new people who were here tonight. I can't have surgery to remove the, I have scar tissue, I have herniated discs and joints. Uh, a lot. That's what's wrong with my neck. And the bulk of the worst herniation is from here to here. In my neck, I can't turn it in certain directions. And the only way to fix what's happening from here to here, I need my entire spine fused. What Van Life Plus had done, where he had the 2 or 3 vertebrae, I need from here to my waist done. I have 15 vertebrae all the way down my back, which are deteriorating, herniated, cracked. It's a disaster. So they want to put in pins and screws from here to here. Number one, I can't do it because they can't put me to sleep. Although now I might not have that problem with the anesthesia if this hydrocodone is kicking my butt, but the regular anesthesia for surgery does not work. I woke up during my leg getting operated on. I had beef, and that was a little while after 9/11. I had to do a muscle biopsy for the polio thing one last time. And I woke up during a biopsy on my leg. And that was not like a here biopsy. No, they went all the way through my thigh to my thigh bone, all the way down to the back. They went all the way into my leg to cut the muscle off as far in as they could go. And I woke up as they went cutting the muscle off. I was fine when they cut my leg open, but when they carved the piece of muscle off my thigh bone, like carving a turkey, they wanted it right up against it, I woke up. That's next live stream. We'll talk about that one. So I'm petrified to even try it. We had to call, the reason why I still have what's left of my boobs, because we had to call off the surgery once I found out that nothing was working. The lung doctor said, well, let me try and do our procedure before you have both your breasts removed, because I need samples of the lungs to do your red stamp 9/11 World Trade Center contamination. So when he gave me the roofies to do the lung biopsies, he had to give me 3 in less than 14 minutes. They were only lasting 5 minutes at a time when they're supposed to last for 45 minutes each. And while I was vomiting in the room, because they fill your lungs up with saline water, so they drowned you, 1 bag of saline for each lung. So once the water filled up, I woke up and I got tubes down my throat. I'm wide awake. My lungs are full of water. I'm choking. It was a whole thing. Jesus. Richard was freaking out. They didn't tell him what was wrong. They just told him to come and get me. I was ready to go home. They lied to him because they were afraid he was going to drive like a crazy person to the hospital. When he got there and found me holding me upside down by my waist, hanging off a gurney with water, with a bucket pouring out of my lungs because I was drowning in the hospital because I woke up. So no more surgery. So he called the breast doctor from the other room and said, call off the surgery. They had to cancel my surgery, my recovery, everything. Just it went out the window in one day. So that's why I never had any of that done. They said if I wanted to take the chance and try it, I could, and both surgeons said absolutely not. They were not going to be responsible for me waking up in that operation. Cracking my ribs, it would be madness. Ah, shit, Dean. Oh, you're on metformin? Ooh. Wait, I want to go back and read that again. Hold on. Long term. You're on your 3rd week. Okay. Richard had no luck with the metformin. It made him very sick. Very sick. He started dropping weight. He started losing over 2 pounds a week. Then he was losing 15 pounds a week. He went from 195 pounds. He's an athlete. He's a football player. Okay, so he's always big and kind of bulky guy. Not real tall, but strong as an ox. The flu didn't slow this guy down. Before he died, I don't know if my boyfriend died, my husband, he went from 189 pounds to 122 within 3 months on the metformin. So please be careful with that. You know what I mean? You start losing any kind of weight like that, stop. Go to the doctor and tell him. Or find another one if that guy doesn't listen. Richard was sick. He had heart issues in his family. He worked with toxic chemicals for a living. It was kind of a joke between us who was going to die first. Okay, me from the 9/11 cancer, or him from working with chlorine, benzene, and making those fur coats. Barehanded, by the way. No masks, no ventilators in his shop. So we really never really understood what happened with him, except for that his heart stopped. Richard he died of heart failure. He died in his sleep while I was at the doctor. The last time I went to the cancer center, when they told him there was no more chemo, no more nothing they could do anymore, that anything we did to fix this was now going to kill me faster. So then we started looking at the operating parts of this, and what could we get off to give me at least a little more time. Richard died while I was at the hospital. And when I came home, I was driving home, trying to figure out how I was going to tell him this was it. And there's no more. Shit, sorry. We had to call up all the surgeries. And I couldn't do chemo anymore. My veins were shot. Shit. It destroyed my immune system. I can't even fight off a staph infection. And living in the car, shitting in a bucket. Do you know how bad this is? drowning myself in alcohol in here trying to keep clean. But so all the way home, I'm trying to figure out how to tell him because he's going to ask and he's going to work. And I'm like, God, do I lie to him until he gets home or work? And I was talking to God, like, I don't know what to say. And he's going to know I'm lying by the look on her face. I've been crying for 2 hours with the doctor. It's not like I could hide it when I got home. And when I got home, I went to wake him up for work. I made his coffee and I opened the bedroom door and he didn't move. And I was like, what the hell's going on? Usually the minute he's up watching TV, you know. And I put his coffee down. And he didn't move. And I went to grab him on the shoulder and he was ice cold like an ice cube. And rigor mortis had already set in, so I knew what time he died because I do that for a living. I do identifications of the dead, and then I go notify the families. Because I work with police for that. I'm law enforcement. I'm a cop. So I knew how long it had been, and then I waited for the coroner. It took like 3 hours to get to the house and to take his liver temperature. He died at 10:30 in the morning while I was sitting with the doctor at the exact same time. He died while the doctor was telling me at 10:30 in the morning that I was going to die. Because there was nothing more they could do. There's no more medicine, no more nothing. Everything we're doing is just making it worse. And there's no more chemo. Chemo just destroyed me and was rotting away my liver now. I can't have any more. I can barely take the Cipro. The Cipro for the kid. I have a massive kidney infection I'm fighting off. And I think it's moved on, or I chased it out of the kidneys and it's in the liver now because I'm having a lot of problems making insulin and bile. My food's not going down. It's like I'm making no insulin at all. And what I'm keeping is just dropping, which is, it's really weird, but that's from the toxic chemicals. Nobody can even, that kind of thing doesn't happen in diabetes. That's only because I have diabetes from the toxic poisoning. It's uncontrollable diabetes. Okay, sorry, it's filling in some of the newbies, but yeah, that metformin, please be careful. And one of the doctors said that they're not really filling those prescriptions. It's here and there kind of thing. It was insane. It was insane. He went from 100 and almost 190 pounds to 122 in less than 30 days. He was losing like 12 pounds a week. He went from a 38-inch waist, and I'm not shitting you, to a 28. We were wearing almost the same size pants right before he died. I had to keep going. I had to buy him every week. I was buying him a new pair of shorts for work, for his uniform shorts. And the sugar was still high. It wasn't doing nothing but the sugar, but the weight was dropping like quick. So he probably had some kind of cancer that he didn't want to know about because he never went to the freaking doctor and refused to go for the colon test, which most likely they get colon and prostate cancer from the chemicals in his job. They have heart attacks from the chemicals, and almost every single man in that first shop he worked in died of colon, testicle, and cancers below the waist. Okay, everything down below the belly button on the man. Every single man in his shop dies. One guy dropped dead on the machine of a heart attack in the shop. But most of them die of some kind of cancer below the waist. So he probably did have colon cancer, took the metformin, and it just went crazy. In the beginning, he was feeling okay, but then it stopped regulating the sugar. His cholesterol dropped to like 0, and that's when I realized something was wrong. I was like, what was your cholesterol? He said, I don't have any. I said, what do you mean you don't have any cholesterol? He said, he said, the good and the bad are both low. But the bad cholesterol just dropped through the roof, but he had no good cholesterol left. So We don't even know. We don't know. They didn't want to do the autopsy because they didn't like cutting him apart, and at that point, doesn't really, matter unless they were going to sue his peeps. Know he was on metformin, knew there was a recall. They all in the medical field. Every single person in his family is a nurse, a doctor, a biologist, or something, and not one of them warned him that this shit was off the market, and only certain states are still filling it. You could probably still get it through the mail, but at that point, that doctor was like, this is all we had. But I heard that like 11 million people are suing metformin, between the people who had issues with it and other members of the family. People are suing them because people died taking it. I just found this out like a month ago. So this is why I don't want to know. I don't want to know till after January. I've had enough crap to deal with. I miss him so much, Jim Carrey. All right, let's talk about something heavier. But please be careful on that crap. I don't want to be preaching, but that's exactly what happened. Yeah, he was nauseous. He threw up. He had diarrhea. That stuff made him so sick, but he was so afraid of being diabetic by both his parents that he did it, and he tried it. Plus, that's just what he was telling me. You know what I mean? He was holding back a lot, too. He could have been, I don't know, to upset me. But it would have, I don't think he did, because he would have made, it would have, how can I explain it without sounding like a lunatic? It would have been okay. I could have dealt with it. If I knew he had cancer too, and we both had cancer at the same time. Both my parents did. My parents both had cancer together for 32 years. They got diagnosed 6 months apart. And they died 6 months apart. I swear to God, I have the birth to death certificates in here. My father was diagnosed at Christmas like me. So I don't want to, that's why I had to do my end of the year, and I'm not finishing out. Because I'm not doing that to myself again. I don't want to hear any more bad news on Christmas Eve again. So, forget it. I'll worry about it later. Next month. Gonna enjoy Christmas and New Year's this year. Oh yes, I saw that movie. We both did. It freaked us out a little bit. Yeah, he was taking a mental health break, but I bet you he can't stay away. He needs to take a little vacation. He's also depressed. He keeps getting married, and these women keep leaving because he's a crazy man. We need to tone him down a little bit. I need to send him some cases of CBD. Chill him out. Because he always looks so depressed when he's doing an interview. You're always used to seeing him goofy and laughing, and he's always very dark. And I noticed the last couple of years, I thought he was going to commit suicide a few times. Oh. So, hopefully he's doing better. Hopefully we're all doing better. Yeah, there's nothing. Wait, I'm reading the calorie thing. Hold on. Especially. Damn, Dean. You sound like me. It's awful. You're so hungry and you can't eat because you're so freaking nauseated from the sugar. It's a horrible thing. Sugar issues. My mom with that, but that was my mother's cancer causing the hypoglycemia. It's not hereditary. It runs in families. It's just a chemical thing. But because most people in those families kind of do the same thing, you know what I mean? Same kind of things for a living, but I was just watching a couple of things that said it's not hereditary. But a lot of people in the same families who are diabetic kind of do the same things for a living. They're doing a study on it, and they really don't think it runs in the family. It's just whatever. I said, like, what? Environmental? Make up your minds. So, dealing with that. Um, but yeah, my fingers are killing me. How many times do you gotta stab yourself in the fingers a day? Every time I eat something or to put something in my mouth, I have to stab myself. I was stabbing myself 12 times a day. Every time you go to drink something, you got to check your sugar. Every time you're thirsty, I just grab this, take a sip. Right? If I didn't have water, I'd have to stab my finger to find out what I can drink just because I'm thirsty right now. It was driving me crazy. That's why I stopped checking it. And look what happened. Plus, this stuff moving and metastasizing and getting worse. And I spoke with a couple other doctors along the way after that about different things. And I met with 3 doctors out at the new place. And the one I saw before I left was not good thoughts. Not good thoughts. The minute something hits the spine, it's stage 4. That's it. How long? Don't know. It depends on me, on it. I don't even know what we're thinking. So I just told her the pills are fine. I'll see you after the holidays. I'm sorry. I can't do this. I can't. I can't have stage 4 conversations before Christmas. I said, I know what I know, but that's it. Yeah, but the thing is, this is funny. With Dean with his high, mine with my low, I'm jamming. That's why I was craving all those donuts and the muffins and the shit that if you were watching the live streams that I've been eating, I've been craving that because my body needed to raise my sugar and I wasn't listening. It was just so hot. I didn't realize I was sweating from the sugar and not the heat. Oh, damn. Oh, shit. Oh, yeah. 2:48? Shit. We're about to run out of time soon. My battery's going to go dead at the 3-hour mark. So, yeah. So with the sugar down low, now I'm drinking sugar water. I had to put 3 tablespoons when it went to 14 the other day. I put 3 tablespoons of sugar, mixed it in that much water, and did a giant shot. Ooh. Ugh. So I went from 14 to 190, and then it just kept dropping, and I had to keep doing the sugar shots. I said, this is not good. I can only do this for so long. I don't know what I'm gonna do. I don't even know what they give you. If they have an insulin that does the opposite and raises it, because I'd be eating donuts all day long. Yeah, I know. It gets kooky, right? All right. Wait, where did Dean go? I didn't want to cut him off. I didn't know if you answered me again, Dean. Cheese is good. Regular. Oh, shit. No, stop it. Before we get cut off, blocks of cheddar cheese, okay, help regulate the sugar. It really does work. It was the only thing that was saving me in the very beginning. So try little big squares of cheddar cheese because we had Richard on that too. In the beginning, before he went to the doctor, he was having funny sweating stuff. I said, just eat the cheese with me. So that he ate the cheese because mine was going too high, and then all of a sudden now it's dropping. But before we get cut off, cheese blocks when you're feeling crappy. Okay, 1 ounce of cheese works miracles. Okay. Oh shit, I'm gonna lose it here. I'm sorry we didn't get into that too much. I hope you really feel better. And just eat whatever you think you can stomach, you know? And if you're feeling nauseous, try French fries. Try French fries. Sometimes the salt and the oil helps with the sugar and it takes the nausea away. Sorry, I drive right to McDonald's when I'm feeling that bad and I can't stop the wanting to throw up thing because I haven't eaten or I can't eat, you know what I mean, from the nausea. Try French fries. French fries. And see if it works, okay? And the potato acts as a sugary starch too, but doesn't make it crazy. My mother, that was one of my mom's tricks. Um, okay. Yeah, I'm catching up on the thing real quick, and then we're gonna hang up because I got a blinking light now. Okay, okay, I'm all caught up. Dean, please feel better. I'm gonna do another live during the week, okay, and you'll see a little more progress on what's going on. Please. Um, yeah. Oh, that's why it works. Yeah, but it's a lot with the potatoes. Also, potato chips. I eat plain Wise potato chips or Ootzes. You know, nothing. And it helps a lot with the nausea. It helped me a lot with the chemo nausea too. All right, everybody have a good night. Thank you, Dawn. I appreciate it. Ugh, we just passed the 2-year mark. Was November 1st when he passed. So I'm still getting into it, over it, and just waking up out of my coma. And I probably wasn't eating and been sugar crazed for the last 2 years, you know what I mean? I was like, it's just been a blur. The last 2 years have been a blur. And I'm just getting here now. Um, okay, everybody have a good weekend. And maybe Tuesday night we'll do something, or maybe Wednesday, hump night. We'll have a hump day live. How's that? Humpty Hump live? Sound good? All right, Wednesday, hump day live, 9:30. I love you guys. Thank you very much. I'll see you in a couple of days. Hopefully with some more renovations in the mix. I gotta hurry up now. Now I'm running out of time. It's killing me here. Well, well, sort of. I only gotta go over for a visit and see what's happening. So, I love you. Have a lovely evening, Denise. Everybody, Sunshine. Wait, is that Sunshine? Oh, Sunshine, there you are. Rare Breeds. Good night, Dawn. Good night, Karen. Am I missing Dean? Teresa. I'm missing. I think that's it with Teresa again. Dawn again. Wait, who is that? Dean again. All right, I think I got everybody. If I missed you, I'm sorry. I'm trying to go back to see if everybody was here, but I think we're all here. A lot of people aren't talking tonight. But yeah. So we'll have a hump day live Wednesday, 9:30, and here we go. I'm blinking. I'll see you guys on Wednesday. Bye, guys.